Why does Donald Trump hate India? Why is this question being asked? The US president has given China a break. He cut tariffs on Chinese goods down to 47% from the massive 57% imposed earlier, and he did it after a 2-hour meeting with the Chinese president in the South Korean city of Busan.
No. Can't get to our sticks. Camera.
Beijing agreed to crack down on the illicit fentanyl trade, resume US soybean purchases, and keep rare earth exports flowing. A clear quid pro quo. Trump's face-to-face with Xi Jinping, their first since 2019, by the way, wrapped up his whirlwind Asia trip. And during that trip, he also claimed trade breakthroughs with South Korea, Japan, Southeast Asian countries. The move could signal a new thaw after months of heightened trade tensions and perhaps a new phase of US-China diplomacy. Trump even announced plans to visit China next April. That's all well, but here's the problem. While Trump is busy cutting China some slack, India continues to face some of the highest tariffs among major US trading partners. In fact, only Brazil and India remain under the steepest tariff regimes. The question is then, what gives? One key omission from Trump's meeting with Xi Jinping standing out, his usual rhetoric on Russian oil. Trump has never missed an opportunity to accuse countries of, quote-unquote, funding Russia's war. And often those accusations have been aimed squarely at India. After the Busan meeting, Trump said he and Xi Jinping had a long talk about Ukraine and would work together to see if we can get something, quote-unquote. But then when it came to China's own oil purchases from Russia, he brushed it off. And that's where the hypocrisy comes in. Just earlier this month, Trump claimed, remember, falsely that Prime Minister Modi had promised to stop buying Russian oil. India flatly denied any such conversation. What was Trump's response? Quoting, if they want to say that, then they'll just continue to pay massive tariffs, quote unquote. And let's not forget, he slapped an additional 25% tariff on Indian imports, explicitly citing India's oil trade with Moscow, making the total tariffs on India a whopping 50%. And it did not even stop there. In September, Trump's trade advisor went a step further, calling India's Russian oil purchases blood money in a series of social media posts.
Good to meet you. Great pleasure to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Me too.
And we're going to have a very successful meeting, I have no doubt.
But here's what stands out. China, the largest buyer of Russian oil, just got rewarded. Trump reduced tariffs against Beijing, even as he punished India for doing far less. In fact, during the APEC CEO summit in South Korea, Trump defended his protectionist push, saying economic security is national security, arguing that global trading system was broken and urgently needed reform.
And for the first time, I laid out the principle that economic security is national security. Economic security, that's for South Korea, that's for any country. But economic security is, in fact, national security. I made the case that the global trading system was broken and in urgent need of reform, had to be fixed. But around the world, we're signing one trade deal after another to balance our relationships on the basis of reciprocity. Very important word.
He said the U.S. is now signing one trade deal after another to balance relationships on the basis of reciprocity. Now, by that logic, even India has made its position clear. It will put its sovereignty and national interests first. As India's External Affairs Minister pointed out, we are not the biggest purchasers of Russian oil. That is China, quote unquote. And yet, it is New Delhi that faces the brunt of the U.S. penalties. So as Trump celebrates the diplomatic reset with China, the question is, why does Donald Trump keep targeting India while letting Beijing off the hook? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.